Yo, that was a big one. So what is time? That's actually one I was looking forward to. But now that I'm at it, it actually doesn't feel that great anymore. That's interesting. So I just want to start somewhere. So we're talking about spending time. We also say that we have time. We say time is running out or time is running. We certainly look at the clock for time, but that's something I mean, it's kind of obvious, but that book, The Last Unicorn, reminded me of it. That a clock isn't time, it's just like wires and stuff. And wheels. So, time. So why does time have time in it? Time, the herb. Time also has the word tie in it. Time. And that's an interesting one because I think if you're tying something, I mean, it kind of happened. I don't know. So if you look at the German word, it's Zeit. 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 So to me, time, sometimes I have the feeling it's all the same moment anyway. Which means there is no past and there's no future. That's just something we create because we cling to it, right? We cling to knowing what's in the future and we cling to also knowing what's in the past. But the truth is, there are so many factors, you actually cannot ever truly know what happened. The only thing you know is how you feel. And one thing, for instance, is that time is energy and emotion. Some people also say it's energy that's in motion. Sometimes you just have to explain to yourself how things are. But if you would go to other people, they would try to destroy that, of course, because they probably also like playing chess. And then they feel powerful, right? If they can destroy the way you see something, they can have the feeling they won. So, sure, you could learn to have like word battles so that you can be victorious in the end, or you just maintain your standpoint because unlike them, you actually spend a fair amount of time explaining the word to yourself and finding your own meaning, while they just repeat stuff that other people said to them. So often, the thing is, I actually don't really care what other people think about what I think or believe, because I know that they never spent the time thinking about it. They just repeat what they've been told. And that to me, you could say then, okay, these people aren't really worth my time. But I think what's not worth my time is to just arguing about stuff that makes no sense anyway, because it's just words in the end. So, I think the concept of time is something that binds you. Because to me, time doesn't exist. To me, it's just one moment. Like, you can live like this moment is shit because you want to be somewhere else. But it's really to try to lose your ideas of time and to live like actually time doesn't exist. Because we never know how much time, how much energy or how much life is left in you. So I also I stopped living like outside of clocks, but just sleeping when I'm tired and waking up when I want to wake up. But also created the space where I can do that. So if you don't have that space, maybe, and you really want it, then you have to work towards that. Which means you have to find a way out of the machinery of this, right, time control people. And there's this book called Momo by, I think, Michael Ende. And there they have the time thieves. So Momo goes around talking to people, and she says, it's a little girl that understands something about listening and also about time, apparently. She says everybody's always out of time these days. Like, she doesn't understand why everybody just has no time left. Like, we have all the time in the world. Like, there's so much time, whatever time is, but we have so much time. But the problem is often that there are so many things that we think we want to do, or we think we must do. We want to watch movies, we want to eat something, we want to do this, we want to do that. But if we start sorting out a few of those things that we think we want, suddenly we have more time, which, if potentially it's like raw energy, of course, whatever time is, and we can spend that time on people that want our time so that they can make money with it. But in the end, it's an energy exchange. If you spend your time, your energy, your life with watching movies that others have created, you're not really being creative yourself anymore. So if you see yourself instead of as that mediocre, shitty human, that has to live in order to die or something, you could just see yourself truly as a creator god, a creative god. Not in the sense I'm a god and, I'm gonna dominate you all, because we're all the same. The thing is that some of us have been brainwashed to feed the creation of others, whereas I want to feed only my own creation. And the more I do that, the more harmonious that becomes, and that includes me. So yesterday I spent some time being really angry, because literally I don't know what's happening with my body sometimes, but I just feel incredible agony, stuff coming out. It's like cleansing on all ends. But I've also worked for that. Some people, they never want to be sick. I literally push out sickness, and then your body starts to cleanse. And some people don't understand this. They think, if you start sweating or if you start having a headache because like your sinuses are blocked, they think they're sick. No, they've been sick before, but now their body is trying to take care of it by cleansing. So I feel like I'm weak. I'm driving weakness out of me by going out a lot in bare feet during cold weather. I'm overexerting myself to some degree. And then I reach a point where suddenly my body starts to flush out stuff. I don't know how that works. It just feels like I'm driving out weakness. And it has worked many times already. And then I assist my body maybe with ginger or drinking, sleeping, but I also keep going out. And I also keep doing things. so that I, as a being, as a creator, keep manifesting my life. Because I want to create a life that I find meaningful and that I want to spend time on. You see, if I keep watching movies, what do I ultimately do with that? You know, I enable people like Tim Burton to hire like young women like Jenna Ortega and exploit them because they're sexy or something. Yeah? And so that he can feel better about himself and use her to make money, you know? Because that's what it ultimately is. I mean, it's like really ridiculous to see how these directors are using other people. You know, they can literally make them do anything. You know, have sex with this person, undress now, you know, kiss this person. But that's so much ignorance of what a kiss actually means. To me, a kiss is something so intimate. You know, there's only one person I want to kiss, and that's it. No, end of line. If somebody would tell me who to kiss, I'd just say fuck off. And then they give me money, I would say no thank you. Because they're trying to buy my time, my energy, my life, so that they can have me do something that they might want to do themselves, only they cannot realize that, so they rather make a movie about it. And that's something I really don't like. But I also see it as that person's choice. So if they keep making the same choice, then that's their problem, isn't it? Right? It's their problem. If they want to spend their time realizing dreams of other people and not understanding that they're just being used and that they maybe, yeah, sure, they get a lot of money, but to what? Like, what's the consequence of them getting money for that job? It's wasting a lot of resources for sure. Like Lord of the Rings, I don't know, I think I heard the number 80 horses died. And all the things they made for this, like they spent so much time creating a movie, and in the end, all that's left is an illusion and more trash. And that's what movies are, it's just trash. It's a waste of time. Because you need all these things for that, you know. And that's why we're really wasting so much time on trying to escape life because we're afraid of it. Instead, we could try submitting to it and living it. Anyway, that's how I see, you know, something about time.